Welcome to Macrocode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our help desk management system. So as you can see, this is our login screen. So I'm going to log into the application. So as you can see here, we have our help desk management system. We have some dashboards. Here we have some graphs. That is the number of tickets per category, pie charts. Then we have bar graphs. Then we also have the tickets details here. So here you have the ticket numbers, the title, description, priority status, created by, created on, and the number of comments. Then you have the view, and you can actually view the comments from the ticket details. So on the navigation sidebar, we have the recent ticket, the assigned tickets. These are the tickets that has been assigned to you, and you can filter based on the priority, the user, and the category, and even the status. Then you have all the resolved tickets. Then you can see we have the color codes for the statuses. We have the closed tickets. You're able to see. Then you have the ticket comments. These are all the comments. That is all the ticket comments that has ever been done by the users. Then you have the ticket categories. So on the ticket categories, you can create a new category. Then you have the subcategories. You can always link the categories to the tickets. Then you also have audit trails. So everything we do in our application, you're able to track them. So as you can see under details, you're able to see the old values, the new values, the affected columns, the primary key. Then we also have the system users. So we'll be adding the error logs, so don't worry about it. So you have the system users. These are all the users that are there in our application. So another thing is the system codes. This is where we are actually tracking the. So I think we have a breakpoint here. So let me try to. So remember we did roles in our application. So we are going to proceed with that today. So I'm going to remove that. So you can see here, I'm actually getting some access denied items. So I'll show you how this is going about. So we have the users, we have the system codes. Then we have, if you add a new system code, then you can be able to provide the system code and the description. So these system codes help us to group, for example, the gender. So you can see here. Then under system code details, then this is where we now have the options. For example, gender, we have male and female. So if you just search here, you'll notice that under gender, we only have two options. So this is the grouping, and these are the children. So this is the mother, parent, and these are children. Then you have the system roles. So here, you can add roles in the application. For example, HR officer, finance manager, software developer. So all these roles can be added. You can always add a new role. But now we are assigning rights to these particular roles. Then users are assigned to roles. So when you are creating users, you should assign them to roles. So you can see, for example, here I have the finance manager. I can actually be able to assign them rights. And this is something that we did on our previous video. So you can actually select all the rights. And you can, in case you don't want, you can also change the role that you want to assign rights. So you can see if I've changed to technician, they don't have any rights. So I can assign them and I can always save the rights. So if I just save, you can see that the role is technician and they now have all the rights. And I can as well select some of the rights that I want to remove from them. And if I save, then the rights will be saved. So you can see. Then you also have the departments. So these are all the departments within the system. You can add a new department, and that is it. So you have system codes. So you can always add. So these system codes now is what we have been using to define our rights. So you can see here on our system, where is it? On our system roles and rights, you'll notice we have these tickets, then create, view, and delete. You have comments, view. So these are actually system tasks. So these are the items that you can do. And they can be actually modules, sub-modules, actions, or even some of the items that you can do. Then you have the user profiles. So here, these are actually the rights. So you're able to see the finance manager is able to access the dashboard, the tickets, the comment sections, the ticket categories, the ticket subcategories, and you can see the role is the same. Then if you scroll, if you go back, you'll realize that you have another role called client, and they're able to access a dashboard, view, tickets. Then we also have create all this. Then you also have the system settings. So these are all the settings in the system. For example, you want to set the password expiry timelines and even the ticket resolution days. You can set that. Then you have the countries. You can create new countries and tie them to cities. Then you have the cities down here. So these are all the cities in the system. So on our previous video, we were able to do some items on roles. So you were able to create a role and also assign roles to assign rights to certain roles. So you can see, for example, software developer, we have these certain roles. So I want us now to check something. So what I want us to do today is I want us to check something. So we were able to create, for those who are new to this channel, we were able to create a claims management, and we are using my user claim principal factory. This will actually generate all the claims, and you can see here we were able to get the permissions for the role. So we were able to get the permissions for the role. I've actually refactored this, so if you want to see how it looks, so this is how the my user claim principal looks. So you have the generate claim async. This will give us it will get the roles, get the permissions, and you can actually add that claim with user permission. Then you have a permission attribute handler. So we have attribute authorization handler. We are handling. We have the handler requirement. Then we should now be able to have our permission attribute. Then we should check if that permission. So if that attribute we are allowed to access, then we return fail. If everything is okay, then we allow the users to access. And we should always check our claims. So you can see here we are accessing our user claims that we just did on our my user claim principal. Then we check for permissions in user claims. So this is what happens. So we need to do that. So if I just do maybe put in a breakpoint, and it's something we are going to check. But what I want to show you is, for example, if I just put in a breakpoint there and try to relaunch our application, we should actually get some of the items. And so let me just move that there. So if I just go to system users, so you can see I'm getting that access denied. But you guys might be wondering, why am I getting that? So if you go to users controller, you can always annotate these permissions. You can see now, this is where we are now diving into permissions. So you can always provide, maybe you check the permissions, assuming you want the user to be accessing a dashboard and the view. So if you go back to the users, we need to check this particular user if they have that permission. But I want us now to remove that. Then I want to show you something. So I want us first to control what the user is able to see before even doing anything with actions. So I want us to control our navigation menu. So if we go to our navigation menu, we should now be able to control what the users are able to see. For example, if you are a system administrator or you are someone else, so you can actually control this sidebar. So how are we going to do that? So if you go to our layout, so let's just go to the layout here. I want us to go to the layout. Yes. So on this particular layout, I want us to control some of the items that can be done on this particular layout. And the one thing that I want us to do is I want us to go here. Then let me try to zoom so that you're able to see. So here, this is now where things get interesting. So I want us to say at if. So I want to say at if, or you can just do, let's just do variable. So let's just do at, sorry. So let's just do at if. So then I can say user. So if the user identity dot is authenticated. So I want to first check if the user is authenticated. That's when I'll pull the claims. So if I do that, then I can say a variable user. So I'll say user. I can do all user permissions. equals to user dot find first. So if I do find first, then I'll get my claim name here. So where is it? You can get them from my claim principal. You see this my user claim principal. We added a claim, and this is the name. So if you see here, the claim is we have the claim type and we have the value. So our claim type is user permission. So if we just go back to our layout and we do that, then we can say here, this can be null. Someone might be having doesn't have permissions, and if they don't have permissions, we can actually provide can always have a null value. So I'll just do that. So this will give us all the permissions. Now we can define the permissions that we can say tickets permissions. So here we can say variable. If someone can create ticket, we should be able to say that if someone can create ticket, they should be able to have someone can create, yes, they should be able to have under all the permissions, they should contain, our permissions should contain, they should contain something like, so let me just do this. Then we need to have, they should contain something like at, then we say tickets, then we can say create. So the permissions here should contain this. So if it doesn't have this, then that is a problem. So the first thing that we need to check is how our permissions are being done. So you can see here all the permissions. We need actually to have our at here. So we'll be able to check that at. So this will be dividing all our permissions. So we'll be having parent name, then the task name. Then once all that is done, then we can join using this one. So I want us to, so these are the permissions. So I want us now to check. So I want us to ensure that, so if you come here, you'll see that we are getting all the permissions. So I just modified, so we have all the user permissions. Then I want us to use a pipe to actually separate these permissions. So if you check, this is how my user claim principle is. So we have add claim user permissions, then we need, so we can have this here. So you can actually modify your code to ensure that you have this. So all our permissions will be here. So if you come to our layout, so if you come to our layout, so we'll be separating this with the pipe. So if I just go back here, so I'll just do this. So this will be the permission. So I'll be using the pipe here. So this is, so for you to create a ticket, all the user permissions, you should actually contain something like this. So then we have a view. So if you cannot view, so here you can say view, then you can say this can view ticket. So this is the right. So if you cannot view a ticket, that means you can even not create. So you can say can view tickets. So majorly we can do can view tickets. Then you can say another one, maybe you can say ticket rights for dashboard. So assuming you are not allowed to view, so this should be dashboard permission. So you can say here dashboard. So you can say dashboard. Then you can say view. So if you can't view the dashboard, then we can hide that. So you can say can view dashboard. Sorry, so can view dashboard. So if you have these rights, so for example, they can create dashboard. I want us to, if you go to our layout now, I want us to hide. So if you cannot create tickets, then we don't have to give you this particular view. So you should not be able to even actually see. So you can say if, so I'm going here, then I can do at, then I'll say if this guy, sorry, let me zoom. So you say if that can create ticket, then you can do that. So you can have this guy here. So if you can create a ticket, then you can always view the tickets. So let's just launch our app and try to see. So we can put in a breakpoint here. Then we should be able to see if that works. So we have an error. So let me just see what is the error. So this, yes. So we need to close our code here. You can close them here, and you can close this here. So let's relaunch our app and see now. So I want us to get the tickets. I want us to get the rights, and also try to. So we need to also close. There's another one there. Need a comma. Then there's this one. So you need to say here at. That is okay. So if we launch this, then we should now be able to control everything that the user is able to see. So this should be can create. So you can say can create. So if we do that, and we can actually do something here. So if we relaunch, so let me just see. Yes, so we have an error, can create does not exist in the current context. Sure. So what we need to do here, I want us to, so you can only access our dashboard if you are logged in. So I can actually wrap it up. I can wrap that, where is it? So I can wrap that here. So if I do that, so I can be able now to launch our app. So let's just launch and see if that is okay. Because we are controlling now the permissions. So, and there is a better way you can do that. So for now, so we are going to have that. So let's just open our app and see how things are. So you can see we have hit our breakpoint, and you can see here can create is false. So let's just go back to here and see our permissions. So we can actually have another breakpoint here and proceed. So if we proceed, we need to see, so this is our app. So this is our app. So if I refresh, you can see we have create ticket. So we have all the permissions here. So the reason as to why we have that, I need to actually log out. So let me just do that. So I need to log out. So that is it. So whenever you do any modification, remember to log out. So if I just log in now, I'll try to check now. So you can see our permissions now are being separated by the pipe symbol. And if you come to can create ticket, you can see we are saying if it contains this particular string, tickets.create. So if I hover on can create, you can see it is actually true. So if I proceed and can view ticket, it is actually true. Can view dashboard, you can see here now it's true. So I am able to view the tickets. So you can see the tickets are visible. So assuming I want to disable the rights for this particular user called macro code. So I'll go to user roles. So let me just remove this. So every time you navigate, it will be checking the rights. So if I go there and go to software developer, I hope that is the role that I'm assigned. So let's just assume that. So if I go there and I remove the rights for the tickets, so you can see I can remove the tickets right and save. So if you save, you can see we don't now have that. But you can see I'm able to see the tickets. These will only apply when only you've logged out. So if you logged out and log in back, so you can see now here, I don't have the tickets details. So you can see the tickets has been removed. So if I go back to system roles and go to the software developer, I'm able to see my rights has not been restored. So if I just save, check and save them, then I need to log out. Then if I log in back, I'll be able to see my tickets. So that's how you control some of these rights. So as you can see, we are trying now to enhance this, and we are going now to map each of these rights to some of the areas. So what I want to show you, assuming now I have the rights to, if you come back here to the system roles and go to software developer, I have the rights to for the tickets to create and view and delete. But now I can be limited to the rights to create or view. So if I just say I don't have the right to create, I can remove that particular right and save it. So because I've saved that, I want to show you something. So if you go to the recent tickets, you'll notice that we have this add button. So if you want to control that, then you'll come to the tickets. So I'm going to copy this too, and I'll go to the ticket index. So just go to the tickets index. Then here, I'll just have this. I'll do variable, and you can see then I'll say tickets create. So can create ticket. I'll come to the button that creates the ticket. So where is it? So I'll just come here and say, for you to see this ticket, I'll just say at if can only see it if you can create the ticket. So if you do that, and I can do this. So you can only do that if you can create the ticket. So you'll see these two. So this will now control, this can create ticket will only appear only if we have that particular right. So if I just go back to our application and try to now create the ticket, I'll not be able to have that particular ticket, but I'll not be able to have that particular button, but until I restore that particular right. So if you go back here and just sign in, so let me just sign in. Then here, I'm going to system. So where is it? So we are going to the tickets. Where is it? So I think we had removed our rights. So let's just go to system roles. So as you can see, we don't have the tickets. So we'll just go to system roles, software developer. Then for the tickets, I think we need to log out. Let's just log out. So then if I sign in, yes. So let's just go to system roles. I think there is something there that we, so software developer, I need to, so let's just, I think there is something there that I need to check. So if I select everything and save, then if I log out, we should be able to see the tickets here. So yes, so you can see we now have the tickets. So if we go back to system roles and I want to do software developer, then I need software developer. You see, we have all the rights. So if we go to the system tickets, I want to remove create. So if I save and I try to log out, so let's try to log out. So if we sign in, yeah, I think there's an issue there. We need to check. So I think it's only accepting these system roles. So let's just maybe put in a breakpoint and see why that is not happening. So here, oh, I see. I think we added can create. Yeah, I think our right is our action is correct. So you can see here we only have on our navigation we added can create and we have removed that. So I think our right is working. So we need to have can view. So that's what we can use here to view the the tickets. So if we add can view here and try to update our application, then I think we should be able to have the rights here. So let's just see. So this should be updated. So if you're new to this channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. So you can see our rights is back. So we now have the tickets. But if you go to recent tickets, we should now be missing the create button. So you see, we don't have the create button. So currently you cannot create a ticket. But if you go to system roles, then software developer, you'll realize they are missing this create action. So if I tick it and save, then I just log out. So log in back, go to recent tickets. You see, I have my button there, and you can actually create a ticket. So I'm going to leave it there for today. If you're watching this video and it's getting interesting, like the video. And in case you want to claim the source code, which actually goes a long way in ensuring that we post more videos, ensure you subscribe and like the video. See you in our next episode. Bye.